guys. Let's get some folks in here. We're going to get going. I'm going to get into it. All right. Let's get some folks up in here. Happy Friday to you all, guys. Let's get some folks in here. Let's get some folks in here for sure. And I'm going to go in. Let's get the people up for sure. Happy Friday, guys. Let's get it going. Wait for some more people to come up in here. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, Erica. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Atala. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing awesome tonight. I'm going to go in, guys. I'm going to go in for sure. All right. It's Friday. Nice. Hey, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi, Gregory. Hi. All right, guys, I'm going to go in. All right. And you saw the title. They are bitter because you're better. Okay. They are bitter because you are better. All right. Overall, you rank higher. Okay. So here's the thing. People don't want to give you the credit you deserve, okay? They do not want to give you the credit that you deserve. People want to turn a blind eye to who you really are and to what qualities you actually possess, okay? A lot of people are more willing to stand up for people they hardly know, stand up for people they don't really care about that much. You understand? People are starting to realize who you really are. Okay. In this season, people are changing their tune. People are switching how people are acting different. You understand? People are moving different. People are bitter because you are better in every way. Okay. We live, hey, Josh. Yep. We live in a superficial world, okay? That's my opinion. I believe we live in a superficial world, on a superficial planet. I don't think it was always like this, but then again, humans always seem to have the tendencies to be vain, to be kind of, look at me, pick me. Listen, in my opinion, I believe that we live in a very superficial planet, okay? Where everybody's for the looks, everybody's for the glitz, the glamour, not really for the heart, not really for the love, okay, for virtue. People don't move with virtue, okay? They move move in a way where it's very self-serving. You understand? And people are starting to realize that they messed up with you. They messed up with you because you were the better pick. That's what I'm trying to get at here. You were the better pick. You were the better choice across an array of situations. It's not just in a romantic setting, as a lot of people may think, oh, they're bitter because you're better, or it's not what you think, okay? It's not what you think. People are bitter because overall, the scope of your being, the scope of your personality suggests that you are better. You are better. You rank higher. There's a lot more to you. There's a lot more depth to you than a lot of people really thought, okay? And I'm going to go in as to why. Right. Exactly, Atala. They deny, dismiss, and discredit you. Like my mom's mentor used to say. Right. Listen, a lot of people are bitter because they know that you were the better choice. What can we say? You were the better choice. You were the person that they should have picked. And they're kicking rocks now. And they're very nervous now because they don't have a viable replacement. You understand? You were the top pick in your class, at your workplace. the person that you used to be with, your romantic partner. A lot of people are realizing now that you are the person that they should have chose, right? They're bitter about it. They're bitter because they thought that going with somebody else who maybe looked better, you understand? Maybe they looked a little better, maybe they had a little bit more money, right? Like I said, we're living on a very superficial planet where everything is about looks. Anybody could look good, but are you good? Are you real? You understand? And that's what really people don't understand. And that's what people overlook, is who is the person to the core, right? People are realizing now that to the core, you were better. You understand? So people are kind of bitter. People are bitter because they realize when they sit beside you, when they're next to you, they do not really compare to you. I mean, sure, they may have more money than you. We may give them that. They may have a bigger place than you. They may have, they may have something more than you. But why is it that they feel so uncomfortable around you though? Why is that? Why would that be? I'm telling you, it's because they're bitter, and they're bitter because you're better, and you're better in multiple ways. You understand? They kind of thought, hey, they looked a little better than you, right? They had a better smile, better teeth, they had a better look. This is how people think these days. People think because they look a certain way that they're better than the next man or the next woman, and they're not. Because at the end of the day, when they sit beside somebody like you, they don't feel right. They don't feel good about themselves when they're beside somebody like you, right? They're hollow, right, Lamont? And check Lamont out. Lamont's too cool, all right? Listen, Lamont's got it right in the bag. Hollow. There's nothing, there's no substance to a lot of these people. There's no substance, right? But with you, it's a lot deeper. With you, there's more layers. And that terrifies people because people don't really do layers. They like what they see and they run with what they see. They run with what they see. And a lot of people fumble you because of this. People feel like they see you. I don't know about that. I don't know about her. I don't know about him. I don't see much to them. There's not much to them. What can they really offer me? Where can they really take me? What can they really teach me? Right? Because looks is everything on this planet. That's how a lot of people move. Like 90, 80%, once again, this is my opinion. 80 or 90% of the world is extremely, okay, maybe not that high, but a high percentage of people on this planet are very superficial people, right? They believe they are high ranking because how much money they have in their bank account, or perhaps how good they look, okay? So they feel like they rank higher than you because they look a certain way. People are starting to realize that you are better than them, and they're bitter about it. And it has nothing to do with how you look. It has nothing to do with what you have. It has nothing to do with how much commas are in your bank account. It has to do with your heart. It has to do with your energy. You rank high because you vibe higher. A lot of people feel that about you, okay? People feel your energy when you come around. They are bitter because they don't have your energy. Therefore, they will never get the same reception that you get just based off of energy. You show people a lot of different things because of your energy, and because you're very high ranking. Your energy tells it all. Your energy tells a specific kind of story. And a lot of people are bitter because it's almost like people are looking at you and seeing you for the first time. Tell me if I'm wrong, if some of your people aren't looking at you like you're brand new, like they never know, like they've never seen you before, right? Why would that be? Why would that be that people are acting like they don't know you? They know you, but they're not used to seeing this side of you. This energy that you carry is starting to creep out. Okay, your energy is starting to come out, and you're starting to show who you really are. A lot of people are very bitter because they just don't understand how could it be that you get a higher, you get a better people are more at ease with you, right? People are more at ease with you because you are higher ranking, right? They're bitter because the energy you have, they couldn't compare, right? So I'm telling you, right? People say it's the way that you carry yourself, right? The way that you carry yourself, a lot of people are bitter. They just don't like the fact that you kind of hold your head high and you know who you are, right? They don't like that, which is odd. Because why wouldn't you like someone who knows who they are, humble, nice, giving, kind? I mean, you're those things. You're probably those things. You probably have those attributes, but people don't like it though. Why? Because once again, we are living on a very superficial planet, right? So people may feel like she doesn't look as good as me. He does not look as good as me. So how can it be that people like them more than me? I'm good. I look good. But looks aren't everything. And you show people that every single day. And I'm not saying that you guys, you guys are all probably very attractive individuals. What I'm saying here, there's a different energy to you. There's a different vibe to you. You vibe too high for a lot of people, and people are bitter about that. People realize that folks like you just the way you are. People like you just the way you are. And some people can't get down with that. They can't get down with people liking you to the core, or you loving yourself to the core. People don't like that to the core. People could see you. It's like you wear your heart on your sleeves. Like people can see who you truly are. People look past. It's like skin deep. Your energy is skin deep. Okay. If somebody looks good, they can give off a certain energy, right? Like a really attractive energy, right? But when it's you we're talking about here, you're the type of person that can just walk in the room. You could be wearing sweats or paper bag, like paper bag princess. Okay. You could be doing whatever you're doing. You walk in the room and people feel you. That's the bottom line. You walk in the room, people feel you, and they don't know what to do. They may be, kind of fumbling, kind of looking, kind of staring, kind of rolling their eyes. People are doing all kinds of things when you walk in the room. Your energy speaks for itself, right? They thought they did all they could do, right? To pull up on the scene and look their best and be their best. They thought somehow they're going to one up you. But there is no one up somebody who has an energy as yours. There is no there is no race. There is no comparison here, right? They only look at the surface. But high vibes is an internal sensation. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Street. I appreciate it. They should be happy for me, right, Kevin? People want you to hate yourself. Absolutely, Erica. People literally turn their back to me when I'm approaching. I've seen that. I felt that. And it's the oddest thing, isn't it? Super bitter, super upset. They don't like it. They don't like it, right? People are bitter because they thought they chose the right option. For example, once again, some weird ish that people put you in are these strange competitions that you didn't even know was brewing in the background, right? You didn't know, you had no clue that you were being put in a competition with people who don't even really compare to you and never will, right? Never will. The bottom line is a lot of people thought that you were the least favorable option in a lot of situations. People felt like you were the least favorable person to choose out of an array of candidates, let's say, right? But now they're kicking rocks. This season, they are kicking rocks because they realize that they chose wrong, right? Because the person that they chose probably had the looks, probably had the dollar signs. It all looked good. It all looked good, right? Maybe they had the degree. You didn't have the degree. You only did some trade work. Maybe it didn't, it didn't amount. It didn't really come close to what they were looking for. They rejected you, right? Rejection. It doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel right because you really thought you had a good impact, right? You thought you made a good impact, a good impression, right? That's what you thought. I've been in those situations. I did good, right? I did good. But you get shut down. You don't get that role. You don't get that position. You don't get selected. And you're thinking to yourself, I see who they chose. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I see what's going on here, right? Because they chose somebody that would look good on the floor, or they chose somebody who just looked like money. You understand? They chose somebody who looked the part. Now they know, right? Now they know that they chose wrong because At the end of the day, the person who they chose probably does not have the energy you have. They probably do not bring the heat that you bring. They probably don't care about the world like you care about the world. They chose somebody that looked good. They chose somebody who speaks the language of money, right? And they didn't want to choose somebody who had an energy that was skin deep, okay? Getting skin deep is deep. When you choose somebody, when you consider somebody who goes against the cookie cutter selections, you have to be somebody who's really willing to see things for how they really are. Unfortunately, we're on a planet that a lot of people don't want to see things for how they really are, right? So oftentimes you're going to find yourself in second, third, fourth, and fifth place because people do not want to choose somebody whose energy is skin deep. They don't want to get into the nitty gritty of things. And those are the things that you bring forth here. Like you really bring things to light. You really bring things, you really put things in a certain kind of perspective. And a lot of people are very shallow. They're not willing to open up their minds to different possibilities. They're not willing to open their minds to how things really work. They're not really willing to look at somebody who operates in a different way. Like you don't operate like a bot. You're not a bot, you understand? A lot of people will hire just people who just do what they say. And you refuse to do what people just say without thinking, is it right for me? Is it good for me? Okay. So people are bitter because they realize that, wow, like she was better. He was better. What was I thinking? But it's too late because you're on to the next best thing. Psychologically lazy, don't want to really open their mind to the other possibilities, which you would have brought, but they rejected you, right? It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. A lot of people are actually intimidated that you're better. Okay. And I really want to give like a caveat here, or some kind of however you want to say it. It's not to say that you're going around town trying to act like you're better. This is not what I'm talking about here. I want to make that very clear. I'm not trying to paint the picture like we're all just kind of walking around trying to, with our noses up. That's not what we're doing here. What I'm saying is you did the work, you bring the fire, you have the energy, and people turn away from you. They didn't want to believe that you were it, but you are it. And they don't like it because they chose somebody else. This is the thing, right? And I've been in these situations, right, where you feel like you really did your best. You felt like you really did your best. You really put your best foot forward here, and you got shut down. And you're not understanding it. Like it literally perplexes you. You prepared for this, or you thought you were in a good relationship, or you really thought, but then it didn't happen. Everything kind of crumbled. It didn't go the way you thought. You were so confident. Like you were probably smiling, happy, sure, very sure the outcome was going to be positive. And people shut you down. And then you see who they chose and who they decided who they were going to go with. And they went with somebody who, to be honest, does not match up with you, does not compare to you. But why did they do this? Enemies be of your own household, right? Mm-hmm. Right. I bet it did, Street. In the end, that's the thing about it too. In the end, they're kicking rocks. They don't feel happy with their decision. They're not pleased with what they decided here. They really do wish that they went with you. Oh, trust and believe they wish that they did. People are bitter because you're better. You're better than them. Okay, it's not a competition. You're just better than them. You're doing better. You're elevating higher. You're elevating internally. Okay? It's like people are mad because people like you. And I'm sure you've seen it. people bitter because people like you. So they'll literally try to interfere with these connections that you are in, these positive connections that they don't even want to have with you. The haters don't want to have the positive connection with you because they know that you're better than them. But it's like, instead of working on themselves, they're trying to destroy the positive connections that you have with other people in hopes that you look bad, in hopes that people stay away from you or people migrate away from you. And this is all going to be in vain. These people have no clue what they're doing here. What they're doing here is self-sabotaging. What they're doing here is showing how they really feel. How they really feel is that they're bitter. They're bitter because people like you, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Hi, Nathan. I believe you empowered. Trust and believe that if you're in a good relationship, if people don't like you enough, they will do what they can to destroy that union because they're not in a happy union. It's sad to say they're bitter because of your relationship. It happens all the time. All the time. People are so bitter that they will try to do everything to taint that union, to try to interfere with that relationship. Why? Why? Why so low? Why go so low? But people will do it if they don't like you enough, they will do it. They will do it. Okay? Mm-hmm. Pain, resentment. Yup. Envious and intimidated, angry because you're the better option. You were better, you were always the better option here. And we're not perfect people. We're all kind of on our own individual road to reform here. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm doing the best that I can to rewrite my wrongs and to do the right things in life so that I can continue to elevate. That's my thing here. You understand? Unhappy people make happy people unhappy. Exactly. Right. Unhappy, upset, and bitter because you decided to elevate and you're doing things that they can't see themselves ever doing. So they're going to try to destroy that, right? They're going to try to meddle in that. They're going to try to do whatever they can to destroy the opportunities that are pending for you. That's what they're going to do, right? And people are just bitter because you're better. You're better in every single way. Maybe they thought they looked better than you, but they're not popping like you. Maybe they thought they had more money than you, but they realize in this world, in this time, you don't really need money to be better than anybody else or to prove yourself to anybody else. Money is just a part of your elevation, really. Money is just a little smidge of your elevation. I mean, they say money makes the world go round. I mean, a lot of things make the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Humility makes the world go round. When you decide that you want to elevate yourself, and even better yet, elevate the masses, you're going to have people very bitter about that because everybody or the majority of people are self-serving here. The majority of people are self-serving, so they're bitter about the fact that you look beyond yourself. You understand? People are upset because you want to elevate everybody. You're not selfish with it, okay? Thank you for the contribution. Thank you. And you know what, Antoinette? I really had to take that lesson into consideration for a very long time. And I'm still learning how to do that, Antoinette. You know what I mean? Like letting people get to me. I would always let people get to me. Anything that people say, any negative thing, I'd let it get to me because I'm thinking to myself, I didn't do nothing to you, right? So how are you going to come at me like that and it would get to me, right? And so I feel like one way we can all continue to elevate is understand who you are and what you're about here. If you do not know who you are, if you do not know where you want to go, it's going to be very cumbersome for you because people are going to be easy to walk in and try to destroy your plans, okay? If they feel like you don't have a clue, they will give you a clue. It's like they're going to try to imprint on you who they think you should be if you have no clue who you are. You understand? Mm-hmm. People are bitter because you were the better option. You decided to elevate. You decided that you wanted to be greater. People are mad about that. Not happy. They're like this, like upset. You understand? Everything that you got with hard work because you wanted to make a difference. You wanted to make a better way, a better life for yourself, for your family, for whoever you're responsible for, or even if you're just responsible for yourself. People are bitter about that. Oh, who does she think she is buying a condo? Who does she think she is? Oh, because we don't have, so she thinks, and people are bitter about your elevation, okay? Because they do not see it as a viable possibility for themselves. So they're kind of bitter that you're actually bettering yourself, trying to build equity, trying to buy properties, trying to elevate the masses, elevate your community. People are bitter because they cannot see themselves doing the same thing. They think you're doing it for a show. Nobody goes out there on Saturdays and feeds the homeless people. Nobody does that. That's what they want to believe, that nobody does that. But it's because you're doing it and they can't do it because they're selfish. We're living on a superficial planet. We're living on a planet where everything's about money. Money talks. You understand? Looks will make a person. Looks will get a person in the foot of a job. You understand? If you look good, hired. If you look good, you're hired, right? But where does that leave the people who have virtue, who have a heart, who have a mind, who have an intelligent mind? Where do these people come in? Where do these people get a chance? You understand? Because looks aren't everything. And we know this here on the Mindset Elevator. Looks aren't everything. The mind is everything. How you put your mind, the configuration of your mind is paramount here. How you see the world and how you see yourself and how you choose to elevate is paramount. And not a lot of people are willing to dig deep. And that's why a lot of people are bitter, because you dug deep. You went deeper. You sought help. You went internally. You understand? You did the heavy lifting on your life. You asked God for assistance. And you realized that, hey, maybe there's some things that got to change. It's going to be a little bit difficult. You had to break down some walls. You understand? You had to break down some walls and perhaps get a little bit uncomfortable because, if you want to change, you gotta accept what is wrong here. People are bitter because you did the work. People are bitter because you did the healing. They can't do the healing. Healing is painful. Healing isn't just getting the peace. Healing is coming to terms with the trauma. Or healing is also a part, you have to come to terms with the pain. If you come to terms with the pain, you can make way for the peace. And this is what a lot of people are bitter about. They know your problems. They know the adversity you face. They know the hurt. They know the problems. They know the abuse. They know the issues. They know the gossip. They know everything you were faced with. How could it be that she's on something like that right now? How could it be like he's flying every other Saturday? He's somewhere else, in another country, in another jurisdiction. How can that be? They're flabbergasted here, right? But you did the work, so they're bitter because, you decided to make a better life for yourself, right? Exactly. You did the inner work. You understand? You did that. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Bitter too because you speak out. A lot of people are bitter because you spoke out. Everybody is so quiet about the truth. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to hear the real, right? These days, everything is about looks and money. Money talks. So if money talks, the person doesn't have to do much. You have to understand that money is a crutch. For a lot of people, money is a crutch. Money's great. Money can be good. Money can help you elevate, of course. But a lot of people hide behind the dollar signs. They hide behind the looks. They hide behind, the workplace politics, all that bogus stuff. A lot of people are so into it. They're so into it. They never have to do the healing work. People are jealous of you because you did the healing work. People are jealous because you decided you did not want to stay the same person that you are today. That's the bottom line. You understand? You did the healing work. People are so vexed about it, so upset. Competition for what? Hating on you because you're doing better. Bitter because you're better. Bitter because you're on the road to reform here, okay? Bitter because you decided that you didn't really you love life and you're thankful for what you've got, but you wanted to go higher and people are upset about it, right? I mean, who's to say that they cannot elevate too? Who's to say that they can't go up too? They can go up. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Right, Genuine? I don't hurt people, I uplift people. But you would be surprised, Genuine, right? That when you go up, thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate it. You'd be surprised, Genuine, that you elevating or you going up is hurting people. Like, you're not intentionally trying to hurt others by going up, but it's like, ouch, like, he's not the same guy that we used to know. Ouch, she really just did that. Wow, it hurts them. It bothers them to the core. It upsets them, right? But why would your elevation trigger them so much? I'm telling you, it's because they know what you faced. They just don't know how you got out of that rut. They're wondering to themselves, now, I thought we ended that. I thought we ended her. How did he, but you did that. You understand? It's a them problem, right, Erica? It's a them problem. It's their problem, but it's like they want to pick a fight with you about it. You ever notice how you're elevating and people come out of the woodwork trying to put problems at your doorstep? That is not a coincidence. People will purposely come into your life, your own people. I'm not talking about strangers, your own people, your relatives, your blood relatives, in-laws, step people, whatever. I'm talking about your friends. I'm talking about your workplace people. These people will almost like come on attack mode when they see you elevating, okay? This is purposely orchestrated. This is purposely done to try to derail you. They're trying to take you off your path. They want to see you in a position of lack. And they're hoping with this position of lack, they'll somehow be able to beat you. But they cannot beat you at what is for you. And they don't get that. Once again, these people are extremely superficial. They do not understand that what was made for you was made for you, not them. They got their own things that they can work on. It has nothing. These people, once again, you're skin deep, okay? You are skin deep. Always remember that. You are skin deep. You went deeper. It's not about what's on you. It's about what's in you. And a lot of people are seeing that now, and they're bitter because they're not better than you. They thought they were better than you until they realized the reception that you get is pure. The reception, the vibes, the attention you get is deserved here, okay? Right. Mm-hmm. Right. If they go have a dream like Martin Luther King, they'll find a purpose and their own business. I feel you. Anthony, that's the crazy part. It's the ones that you showed love to. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it it's the people that you show the most love to snake you, right? They're snakes. Let's call it what it is. People go against you after you've been there for them and they are aware of this. That is a snake. That's a snake, right? You should never turn on somebody who was there for you unless there is some specific trifling issue that causes you to not mess with this person anymore. People should be real. People should be respectful to those who have helped them in a situation. People don't play fair with you. People don't play fair with you. That's the bottom line. They have resentment. They reject the mirror because they can't stand the sight of themselves, right? But it's kind of weird, though. I'm going to tell you what's weird about it. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of spooky to me. As empowered educator said here, they reject the mirror because they can't stand the sight of themselves, right? It's almost like they kind of drift through life believing they're the ish, knowing they're the ish, thinking they're the ish. Everyone's telling them they're the ish, so they believe they're the ish until you come around and you don't say nothing, right? Like you don't say nothing, but they know you're better than them and they're bitter about it. And they have to look they don't like how they look now. It's just like kind of spooky. To me, it's spooky, right? Because I think about it though, right? They believed all along that they were the ish. Everybody was telling them, everybody was, boosting them up, bigging them up until they came around somebody like you. Somebody who maybe doesn't have as much money as them, maybe doesn't look as good as them, maybe doesn't have, you know what I mean? They felt like, nobody can come close to them until they came close to you, right? And when they came close to you, they kind of withered in their seat. You see those people shrink in their seat when they come next to you? That is not a coincidence. You got people flustered. Now, when these people go home, they look at themselves in the mirror and they're thinking to themselves, I don't like what I see now. Because remember, you are skin deep. You understand? You are skin deep. So when people look at themselves in the mirror, they don't see who they are. They don't see who they are. Like it's weird. Like they don't see who they are because they thought they were the ish. But when they see you in your true form, your true energy, your spirit, you're very high vibrating. Remember this, very high vibrating. You know who you are. And it's not about what you got. It's about who you are to the core. These people look at themselves in the mirror and they don't know who they are anymore. The glitz, the chains, the this, the that, the cars, the women, the lady, the whatever, right? They thought they had it in the bag, but they're realizing that bag doesn't matter. Louis Vuitton, whatever you want to say, nothing matters. They don't know who they are to the core. Remember, some of these people identify with these things. Some people identify with their material wealth. Some people don't. The thing about it is that they didn't develop an identity. You understand? So they kind of identify with their possessions. They realize that you vibrate high and they realize that you know who you are, and they're bitter because they can't top that. They cannot top that, Are you going to hate or are you going to elevate? Exactly. And when you choose to elevate, you're always going to be the better option here. That's the bottom line. Yes, Keith. Yes, Keith. Thank you, Red Star. What's understood don't gotta be said, right? Choose wisely. Thank you, Antoinette. Yes, reality. And welcome. Listen, I'm telling you. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you guys here tonight. And, they're bitter because you're on fire. You're going places. You're a trailblazer. They can't top that. Your energy is kind of like the gasoline to a vehicle. You understand? And without the gasoline in that particular vehicle, it's not going anywhere, right? Try as you might, crank it up, do whatever you got to do. The vehicle's not going to move if it's out of gas. That's the bottom line. And I feel like you could see yourself or compare yourself. It's a similar analogy to how you may be. For example, your energy is the driving force here. Your energy is the gas here, okay? With that energy that you've got, it's like you're up and at 'em, like no one could really stop you. And as long as a car has that gas in that tank, you can go anywhere you want to go. That's the bottom line. So at the end of the day, because you have that energy and it's so abundant. It's so rich. It's so palpitating. Your energy is the driving force in everything that you do. And it's never ending, right? And so that means that the possibilities for you are endless. And people are bitter about that because people don't have that energy, you see. Trying to keep up with the next man, trying to keep up to the next woman, beat the next man, beat the next woman. It does not make sense. But this is what people do because I blame social media. Social media fuels a lot of competition. A lot of people see what you got, they copy it right away. They don't care. They don't really think about it. They just copy. Oh, I want that. I got that. People copy. They don't know what they really want in life. All they see is that they see you having stuff. They want it now. People are bitter because they didn't think of it first. Okay. It originated from your mind. They're upset because they did not think of it first. Okay. Success hurts the wicked. Thank you, Keith. And you know something too? You know something that's right. There's no competition when God has already made you the winner. And there's no topping that, right? They will compete in vain. Absolutely. You love my intro for my videos. Yeah, my intro, I discontinued that intro. I'm trying to get I'm working on some things. Let me keep it at that. I'm working on some things, definitely. A lot of good things are coming to this channel for sure. And I just want you guys to keep out for that, watch out for that. Things are slowly brewing, you know what I mean? So thank you guys so much for your ongoing support. I really appreciate that. Yep. So bitterness, right? Bitterness is a feeling that comes from really inadequacy here. People feel like they're not good enough, so they're bitter that they see you're good enough. You're more than good enough. You were the person that should have been chosen here. You understand? You're the person who was kind of shortchanged. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when someone doesn't give you the right amount of change, they're shorting you and it gets you vexed. Like, where's my change? It's like people shortchange you in life, give you the short end of the stick, and expect you to be on your way, thinking that, oh, there's somebody better than you. And of course, listen, because the thing is, right? Everybody is an individual and everybody has the opportunity to grow and be the best person that they can be. A lot of people are jealous of you, right? The bare bones of it, a lot of people are jealous because you are better than them. This is not to be boastful. This is not to be conniving in any way. This is just because you did the work here. And these are the facts. There's no debating this. If you're doing the healing and you're doing the work and they're not doing the healing and they're not doing the work, you are doing better than them. Don't be afraid to let it be known that you're doing better than a lot of these people. The reason why I have to bring this to light is because it's the same people who try to make it seem like you're not doing nothing. They will make it seem like this. You're not doing nothing. These are the very same people, right? Who didn't do anything for themselves in regards to healing or trying to go on the road to reform here. They've not done anything. They're sitting back. They're watching you elevate. They're bitter about it. They could get up and elevate. They're looking at you. They're vexed. They're angry. They're stalking you. They're watching you. You know it. They're watching everything that you do. They're watching you elevate. They're watching you go to the top. And they're upset. They're upset about it. They're vexed about it. Like, how dare he go up? How dare she reach for the highest star? How dare they? I thought they were always going to be down here. And people are just, it's like they just don't want to believe that you're really changing in this dramatic way. They remembered you differently. They remembered you as somebody else. They see a different version of you. And they don't want to accept this version, okay? Dark night of the soul. It's not fun, but it's unavoidable. Thank you, Genuine. And I appreciate all of you for helping for this channel to grow. I thoroughly appreciate that. Try so hard to dim your light, but it's not going to work. Because what they're really doing here, anytime a person tries to dim your light, they're just bringing you more to the light. They just don't get it. They don't get what they're doing here. It's almost like every attack that they put on you is working against them. It's having an adverse effect. You understand? It's like eating broccoli may be good for you. Eating too much broccoli is not good for you. That's the bottom line. When people push it with you, when people push the limits with you, karma will bite back hard, okay? They say water is the best drink on the planet, and water really is. Drink too much water, you get water intoxication. Granted, it'll take a lot of water for that to take place, but it has happened to people. What I'm trying to say here is when people do too much, it's going to work against them. Thank you so much, Persian. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Cursing themselves, right? With the binoculars tuned and zoomed all the way in, right? Right. Don't kill you. Yeah. Too much of anything has adverse effect. Absolutely. And so when these people really push it with you, right? People will test you, right? Gaslighting at its worst. People will push you and push you and push you. And then when you snap, look at how she is. I told you she's like that. I told you he's like that. He's not right. He's not chosen. He's not who he says he is. She's not who she claims to be. See? These people will do things on purpose. You understand? They will do things to try to get you acting out of character because they want people to perceive you as an unstable individual. What they're really trying to say is that they're unstable. They don't like themselves. So they must have a scapegoat or somebody to be their punching bag so they feel better about themselves. They'll never really feel better though. You understand? They will truly never really feel better until they do the healing work. They think that hurting you is going to bring them solace in their life. Heavily mistaken, heavily misguided people. These people don't know who they're messing with. These people are going to have karma biting their, they're not going to feel happy with what happens to them in the end. Okay. Projection at its finest. They will study your social media page like they're studying for a final exam, and you could feel it, can't you? You could feel that they are. Oh, I heard. Oh, I saw. You don't know nothing. You didn't see nothing. Nothing of substance, nothing of value. A lot of people think they know you, but they don't know you. And these are your people. You understand? You may have grown up with these people and they don't know nothing about you. And it's sad to say, it seems like it doesn't make any sense. But a lot of people who grew up with you believe you're still the little kid, the little boy, the little girl they used to know. You have elevated and they do not recognize you. It's like they attack you for your elevation. They attack you for your grinding. They're upset that you grind hard, like Nipsey Hussle, grinding all my life. All right? And R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. You grind. When you have a grinding kind of mentality, meaning that no matter what kind of adversity you faced, no matter what kind of attacks have been sent your way, you are more than willing. It's not to say that you're nonchalant here, but it's more to say that whatever attacks came at you, you didn't let it hurt you or destroy you. It kind of came apart. It turned into a part of your story here. It's like a part of your come up. It's like, yeah, this foul thing happened to me. It's awful. It's terrible. How can I bounce back from this? And you always bounce back They're bitter about that. They're bitter that you bounced back. They're bitter that even though they attacked you, even though, they tried to destroy you, you bounced back. Okay. Hmm. We may bend but never break. Yeah, Nipsey Hussle was something else, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. Right. You will always bounce back, and always remember that, because if you want to come back from whatever hit you, you will come back if you want it. If you don't want it, it just won't happen. Okay? Some people don't come back from the hurt. They don't come back from the pain. They and I don't want to say this in way of judging, because everybody deals with hurt differently, with pain differently. uh Pain affects everybody differently, so let me just say that to preface this. But when I'm talking about bitter people, people who are upset that something's not going right for them, but everything's going right for you, these people really need to change the way they think. Okay, they need to change the way they think. Mm-hmm. Right. Jealous people will delete you. They'll try to eradicate your character, try to delete, completely annihilate and destroy your social standing, even, okay? How you are perceived in your community. People will try to eradicate your character. They will do it. And when people are too real, they don't like those people. They just do not like the people who are real. You understand? Some people come from bad upbringings, some terrible upbringings, and they just did not let that derail them. They didn't let it derail them. They let it be a part of the story. They let it be a part of the come up. It's like an unfortunate part of the come up, but it kind of merges beautifully. That's the best way that I can say. It merges beautifully with their story, because now they're kind of up, and it's like, wow, they remember what happened to you when you were down there, but now that you're up, it's like, wow, he or she did not let that take them down. You did not wallow in your misery. You were sad for a while, probably depressed for a minute. You were not happy. You were feeling hopeless, but you got pulled out of that dark place, and you literally decided to make something beautiful of your life. This is why people are bitter, because of what could have broke you would break them, did not break you. They're upset. Only the strong survive. Absolutely. Hmm. Right. Yeah, the free thinkers are the people that they want to get. The free thinkers are the people that they want to stop. They want to stop the people who are free minded. People who realize, wait a minute, something don't sound right. Something doesn't seem right with this. Something doesn't seem right. And those are the people they always try to turn other people against. It's the people who speak out. Everybody's so safe. Why is everybody like this? Like, why is everybody, I have to put my cup down. Why is everybody like this and this? Like, no, yes, that's not what she meant. Yeah, that's your cuz anyway. You gotta love your cuz, even though your cuz is a snake. You gotta people will try to put you in a position where they feel like you got to be like them. You must do what they do. You must move how they move. If you do not move how they move, you will be ostracized. And this is exactly why people treat you differently. They're bitter because you didn't sell yourself out. It's like selling yourself out. You did not sell yourself out. People are bitter because they probably would have sold their self out. You understand? For $1 or for the clout. You don't move like that. A lot of people are just bothered, like, how did she do that? Really, she did that? Even though she knew the backlash that would come with that? The people leaving her life, his life, they knew what would come with that, and they still went their way. Totally intimidated and bothered by your progression here. Intimidated and bothered by your progression. Be yourself all the time. Be yourself. You got to be you. There's nobody else like you. Be yourself. That's why a lot of people look at you, because they know there's nobody like you. That's why you're very high ranking. Nobody is like you specifically. I mean, everybody is an individual because everybody was made differently, but you, something about you. There's something about you. You know what I mean? They're mad because it's not them. They don't care if it's a person on the streets, but let it be you and watch the games begin, like Jigsaw says. Let the games begin, right? Too original, you're too different, you're too real, you're too out of the box. When you are out of the box, you are the ultimate threat here. Uncompromising. Yeah, you're not willing to just do what these people tell you to do. Because if you were to do that, it's almost like you're giving yourself up, and you don't really want to do that. You are an individual and you want to protect yourself and stand on what you believe in. And people want to distort your mind. It's almost like people want to, when you step in a puddle and you step in a puddle and your image distorts. That's how these people want you to live life every single day, like confused, muddy waters, like confusion, total like, who am I, how am I supposed to be? Is that how I really look? Is that where I'm supposed to go? And the image is extremely distorted, and this is how people want you to move in life. Confused, okay? Muddy head, unclear mind. That's how they want you to move. That's how they want you to move. Unsure of yourself because they are unsure of themselves. That's what projection is, a disease. I'm telling you, projection is a disease. These people want, because they don't see. How can she be on a flight anywhere she wants to go? I don't go on a flight anytime I want to go. And they hate on that. But if they worked hard enough, if that's what they wanted, they could get exactly what you get. They don't want that. Why hate? Don't watch what I do. Do what you do. If you don't like why does it bother you what I want to do? But people are bothered. They're vexed. They want to pick a fight with you. Why is that? Why is that? Why do they want to pick a fight with you? Because you want to go to the top. You want to go all over the world. People are upset about it, right? Because they don't want to go all over the world. They don't want to help the masses. They want to help themselves, okay? This is what it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yup, Brian, you're right. Obsessed, right? Cue Mariah Carey. Why are they so obsessed? We want to know, right? I'm not going to sing the song, but why are they so obsessed here, right? Why are they so obsessed? Because you have that life. It's not, I want to make something very clear here. It's not to say that they actually want your exact life. Sometimes they do, but that's not always the case. What it is like they kind of wish they had your energy. You understand? They just kind of wish they had your cadence. Like the way you do things, they kind of wish they could do it like you. They kind of wish they had they kind of wish when they walked in the room, like how you walk in the room, that they would get the same looks that you get. They kind of just wish they carried themselves like you carry yourself. They kind of wish that they were sure of themselves as sure as you are of yourself. That's kind of what it is. It's not to say they exactly want to live your life, though some people do, but it's almost like they kind of wish they knew who they were, like how you know who you are. They kind of wish that they could just speak out like you speak out, but they can't because they seem like they're going to be traitors if they do. You don't care about who you're hurting in the pursuit of being who you are. It's kind of like people are they kind of wish that they could just do it like you, and they can't because they're bound. You know what I mean? They're bound, and you're not bound. You're free. And because you're free, you're a threat because you're not chained. You're not going to be answering to nobody. You don't answer to anybody. So people are upset, they're triggered, and they're bitter by this. They're very bitter by this, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people don't know that if you, I'm not saying this is everybody's story. It could be your story. We all have troubles. What I'm saying is there's this odd thought in our haters' minds that we don't go through nothing. They think we have no troubles, none. Oh, what does she have to worry about? What is he crying about? He gets everything he wants. She gets everything she wants. She has no struggle. What struggle? We had to struggle. We have nothing. It's so crazy though, because they're the ones that get the most handouts in life. They're the ones that get everything put on a little silver platter for them, right? They get everything nicely laid out on a silver platter. Everything is handed to them. But when they see you, they see somebody who's quite privileged. It's like you give off this privileged energy. That's how they see it. But they don't see the struggle. They don't see the adversity. They don't see the pain. They don't see the struggle. They don't see the lack. These things exist. These things pop up for all of us here. But it's because the way that you bounce back, it's almost like it was like a glitch. Like your lack was a glitch, or you being in a state of stagnation was truly a glitch. Because even if you weren't taking forward movements physically, getting that money, opening that storefront, or whatever it is that you really want to do, because you weren't able to do that, so they think, or maybe you think you're in a position of lack, they think that you have no troubles. It was almost like a little glitch, like a little oversight, but it didn't last. It's kind of hard to express, but it's almost like your struggles was just for an instant. Like it didn't trip you up. It really didn't trip you up. You were able to get up and keep it moving. You make it look easy, okay? You make it look easy. That's really what it is. You make it look easy. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. Right. Mind their own business, right? Mm-hmm. Got it out of the mud, right? Got it out the mud. Who said that? I'm trying to think about who said that. uh, I can't remember who said it. Got it out the mud. I don't remember who said that. I'm trying to think of who said that. Someone said that in a track. Lil Bibby, maybe? Maybe Lil Bibby? Was it Kevin Gates? Was it Kevin Gates? Really? Or was it? No, 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 no. It was. I was thinking of G Herbo. I think I was thinking of G Herbo on that song, that track. 2 Chains, I think. Got it out the mud. They ain't give me ish. That one. That one. That's what it was. That's what it was. It could have, but Kevin Gates. I don't know what track that. What track is that by Kevin Gates? Mm-hmm. Lil Wayne. T.I. said it too. A bunch of them said it, right? A few of them. She's like, don't ask me. I don't know. Right. Obsessed with the energy. Yep, Joshua, you're right. You're right. And you know, something that triggers a lot of people too about your character, you know, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. Mhm. Drag my name through the mud. I'll come out clean. I'll cast away stones. I won't even blink. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, eh? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny. Like I love music. I love music. I love all types of artists. Okay. I love Cher. I like, I like people from the 80s, the 90s, these times, this music. I love all type of music, you know. hmm Rap God Eminem. hmm It's like sometimes I'll listen to this music and I'll be like, wow, like you know, it's kind of weird because like and I'll be honest with you here. It's kind of low vibrational what some of these parts, some of these things are low vibrational. Some of the music that they have out is like really, I know it's a little bit off topic, but some of the music they have out is like super low vibrational, but it's almost kind of like the street, their I don't want to say upbringing, but it's kind of like their roots, like where these guys and females come from. They're not coming out with like the real positive talk, but it's like you could kind of sense it in the mix of things, like in the mix of what they're trying to say. It's like they have to stay with the industry, but they have a little bit of real coming out. It's like it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. Right? The industry is trash, eh? Mm-hmm. Old school only, eh? I feel you. I feel you. I think Kevin Gates is dope. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's just me. I think he's dope. hmm But to be honest with you, I like all kinds of music from all types of people here. So, right, right. Do any of you guys make music here? Do any of you guys make music? Make beats, make music? Do any of you guys, sing, rap? Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Vanika. It's so nice to see you again, too. I had to scroll up so I didn't miss you. You write poetry. He does, doesn't he? Your son makes beats and you rhyme. Awesome. Record that. Record that and then link that to me. I want to hear that. Music is good for the soul. Absolutely. Awesome. I love that. Dubstep is cool. Freestyling. Guys, send me your stuff. I want to hear it. If you do that, I want to hear it. You freestyle a little, download that audacity and let me hear it. I want to hear that. Thank you, Junior. Yeah, I would love that, Kevin. Let me hear that. I'd love that. So, and something else that people are bitter about your creativity here. A lot of people are extremely bitter about your creativity. Once again, it's just kind of like you going your own way. You ever notice that the artist, 'cause since we're on the topic of music here, think about this for a moment, right? Think about the artists who are deeper, who think deeper, who go kind of deeper, right? They go under the surface, they go deeper, right? And think about the success that they get, the the sales they may get. How come it doesn't, how come it's never equal? How come it's never the same as somebody who kind of does what everybody else does? You know what I mean? Like there's going to be like there's singers and there's rappers who have a lot to say, but when they put their music out, it's kind of like not a lot of people, it's not hitting. It's not that it's not good. It could be fantastic, but not everybody is jumping on board with their music or with what they got to say, but somebody who's kind of mumbling, can't even discern, can't even tell what this person is saying, but they're making millions off a track, making millions off a beat. It's truly the beat that's selling this here. You understand? And we got to figure out why. We got to figure out like why. Why is that? There's a reason for that. Mm-hmm. Right. Tupac was something else, wasn't he? And I was young when Tupac died, very young. But um Tupac, I'm telling you, Tupac was something else. He was something else. Fabulous. He was very smart, very aware, wasn't he? Very, his mind was like kind of like he seemed more intelligent than most. Like he seemed more like he was onto something. Tupac was onto something. Like he seemed too good to be true for the times. You know what I mean? Like almost too good to be true for that. Where are people like that now? Like there's very, very few. Very few. Right? You love how I talk pronunciation and enunciation. Thank you, Antoinette. You make beats? Keep making your beats, man. I'd love to hear some. Link them. That'd be awesome if you'd like to share. Mm-hmm. So, like I was saying, people are very, very bitter because you are very creative. People are upset because you think outside the box and you don't create the same things that everybody else creates. And because of this, people are almost repulsed by the fact that you would do such a thing. How could you do that? How could you? It's almost like people didn't believe that you had it in you. You understand? People didn't believe that you could do that. You ever find people so shocked that you could do something and they were kind of like, "Wow, that's you? You made that? You did that? Really? You did that? How? I didn't know. I couldn't see that you could do that." A lot of people, once again, they're very used to the cookie cutter things that everybody in the town does, everybody in the community does, everybody a part of the school, everybody around them does the same things. When you do something different, it's almost like people want to quiet you before they really hear your sound. It's kind of weird. People want to quiet you before they really hear the full potential. They hear a little snippet, they get a little glimpse, and they want to quiet it very quickly because they know it's going to blow up. They know it's going to blow up. So judgmental. Hmm. The industry is rigged. Hmm. Big mad. God is miraculous. R.I.P. DMX. Mm-hmm. J. Cole is the best now to you, eh? J. Cole is super, super dope. Super, super dope. Where can I send it to? Is there a way for me to like pin a comment or something? Life is rigged. Kevin, let me get back to you on that for sure. But if you want, Kevin, you could definitely post it on, you know what? After my live, I will make a community post. And like I usually do, proceed like following my live, and you'll be able to like link some of your beats or some of your music and stuff if you want to share. If you wish to share, there's no pressure, but I'd love to hear it. Like if you guys make music and things like that, I'd love to hear it because to me, that's very uplifting. To me, that's very uplifting. I like that. You know, I like that. Mm-hmm. Tracks up the sleeve. And you know, whatever you're doing here, it may not even be music related. Whatever it is that you're actually working on here, a lot of people are bitter about it. Okay. They're bitter because they didn't think of it. They don't have the creativity, they don't have the drive, nor the time, nor the care to really take on such a feat here. When I say feat, I don't mean feat. I mean FEAT, feat. Such like such a big thing here. They don't really want to take on what you take on. Like people are so bitter because you were kind of willing to get a little bit uncomfortable. Like you did something that everybody would never do. People around you would never do it. You did it, so you're the envy. That's it. You're the envy. That's it. That's what it's come to. People are envious, jealous, bothered, upset because it's almost like you took a risk. That's how they see it. You took a risk. Ooh, that's risky. Ooh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I've heard that so many times in my life. You did that? I don't know about that. I don't know. You sure about that? You sure? Because I don't know anybody who does that. I don't know anybody who would do what you did. I'm telling you, you're elevating people heavily. You're elevating people. You're bringing a lot of people into realizations. You're kind of showing people like there is a different way. You don't got to do what everybody else does, but not everybody wants to hop on that train so quick. But understand that you're the engineer here. Not everybody wants to hop on your train so quickly. You understand? Because people are afraid and they dwell where they are safe. Where they are safe, they will stay. They will remain. You don't care about being safe. You care about being free. You're willing to risk it all to be where you are meant to be. And you stand on that. People are bitter about that. They're bitter because you did not go their way. You did not do what they thought you should do. Your mama said you should do this, but you did that. And now everybody's against you because your mom's talking about you to everybody. It's like so low vibrational. It's so backwards how people can be against you and then get other people to be against you because you went against the grain. It's disgusting. It truly is jarring that you taking a stand and deciding to do things a different way caused a rift. It's like it caused a shift. Everybody is acting different because you decided to go your own way. They're this way. Everybody's here. You're here. You're the lone wolf. Everybody's kind of like huddled. Everybody kind of are in cahoots with each other. You decided, yeah, I love y'all. I care about y'all, but I don't want to really rock with you guys like that. It's almost like people are offended that you elevated. They're offended that you did not do what they're all doing because it brings into question. You didn't do this on purpose. It brings into question who they are. So they're thinking to themselves, we're on one over here. I don't know what you're doing over there. We are on our ish over here. But when they see you thriving and elevating and doing well, you're by yourself, you're the lone wolf, you're doing excellent, they're kind of being safe. They're kind of thinking, wait, are we really the ish still? Are we really still on one still? Guys, we're still on one, right? They don't know. They're confused now, right? You got them confused because they really thought, they truly thought that they were doing better than you. But you're the lone wolf surpassing them. So they're bitter. They're upset. They're in an uproar. Everything's in a pandemonium now because you're elevating and you're doing it by yourself with very little assistance. They're triggered. They're triggered. Yep. They are mad. Mad. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Kev. I'm gonna post a community post very soon, and then you could send me some of your music. That'd be dope. I'd love to listen to it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Mad, upset. Don't want to believe they would rather use you than apologize. It's almost they would rather use you than work on themselves. I'm telling people go low. People go low. When it's you, people go low. They have no limits. They have no boundaries. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I'm happy you guys are here. Give me one moment. I will surely be back. All right. My brother, my sisters, and my brother, and my mother, my sisters, and my brother. That is truly something else. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Reality. It's always good that you're here. Love that energy. Mm-hmm. Junior, you got to tell me what that gorilla emoji means. You got to let me know what that means. I'd love to know what that means. I'll be back. Like rapper Lil Durk says, this isn't what you want. This is not what you want, okay? This is not what they want. These people thought they really wanted that. They kind of want your life. They kind of want your style. They kind of want your glow up. They want what you've got, but they don't really want it because they don't really want to do the work that is involved into getting into this industry or getting into this position that you're in. This ain't what you want. This is not what you want. This is not what you really, are you sure this is what you want? Because if you really want this life, if you really want this sort of glow up, if you really want to get there, you've got to be willing to do the work. You've got to be willing to branch out. You've got to be willing to get a little bit uncomfortable. Is this really what you want? A lot of people say, oh yeah, I want this. I want her life. I want what they got. But they aren't willing to do what you did to get to this position. This is where the separation comes in. This is where the jealousy comes in. This is where the plotting comes in, the scheming, the lies, the stalking. This is where a lot of drama comes in, a lot of chaos, a lot of trifling energies come popping up like gophers. A lot of people start popping up, bringing drama, bringing bad vibes to your doorstep because a lot of people thought they wanted your life. They can't handle what comes with your life. And so now they're feeling unbalanced, right? This ain't what you want, okay? This is not what they want. This is just not what they want. They want the life. They want the energy you have. Like, they want what you get, but they don't want what comes with that. And that's not how it works. It really isn't. It's not, they don't want that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can't wait, Kev. Can't wait. Mm-hmm. Right. They want the blessings, but they don't want the struggle. When they see that you come from the struggle, they want to keep their hands clean. They don't want to be associated with that kind of mess. But they see how triumphant you are. They truly see how successful you are. They see how mighty you are. You didn't give up, and they're very attracted by this. And they're bitter about it as well. So people are bitter, but mesmerized. When are the scales going to ever be balanced here, right? Mm-hmm. Family of narcissists, right? Narcissists, the worst, right? The worst. They're the worst. Bitter. Narcissists are extremely bitter. Bitter because of the tension you would get. Bitter, I totally butchered that. Bitter because of the attention you get. Bitter because of people liking you. What's with this thing where people are so mad about the attention you get and the admiration you get? You do a little good here, a little good there. People are really flocking to you. And a lot of people are totally bothered by this. They don't like that people like you, bitter that people like you, right? Bitter that people want you, right? Bitter that people feel like they need you around, right? Could you believe that some people can't bring you around because their people don't like you, but they like you? Could you imagine? It's happening. It's happening. Some people cannot bring you around their people because, one, they spoke bad about you. I was going to say something totally different. They spoke ill of you. And if you were to come around their people would fall in love with you. And I'm not even talking about romantic. I'm talking about even just platonic, just naturally loving your style, loving your energy. So they can't have that. And so some people also don't want you to come around their people because they know their people are gonna, why didn't you bring them to me sooner? Why didn't I meet these people sooner? Some people don't want you to connect. Like they don't want you to connect with their people. They do not want you to connect with their folk. If their folk catch wind of who you truly are here, their people, to be honest, may start wanting to be around you more. You vibe higher than a lot of these folks. You got to remember that. You vibe higher than a lot of these folks. A lot of these haters in your family, you don't have to turn a blind eye to it. You don't have to, pretend like it doesn't exist. If you have haters in your family, you have haters in the family. Just accept it. It's something to accept. If you have a hating mom or a hating dad, a hating aunt, a hating uncle, hating cousins, they exist. They are here. They are here. They exist, okay? They may not want you to come around their people, Because if their people catch wind of who you truly are, their people are going to be confused, right? Weren't you saying all this mess about them last week? Weren't you saying all this talk? Weren't you saying how she's this and he's that? Weren't you saying all that? All I see is this. Who is this? And they're totally enamored, totally flabbergasted, very much invested in the individual that you are. Totally enamored by you. They want to know everything about you. You know why? Because a lot of these people's minds have been tainted about your character. A lot of people have been misled about who you are. Fabrications have been put forth about your character, and it's almost like you got to sweep up the mess you didn't create when you come around a lot of these people. A lot of people, they will not want you to be around their people. They do not want you around their folk. If their folk see how you really are, they're going to say, wow, this girl is cool. This guy is cool. He knows a lot. Why didn't I come around them sooner? Why didn't you say all this mess? A lot of people do a lot in the background, you see? A lot of people do mess in the background. They do a lot of dirt in the shadows to try to taint your image. They'll never want their people around you for too long. They know that you vibe too high. They were trying to kind of paint the picture that your vibe was not genuine, that your vibe was a show, like it was a circus act. And at the end of the day, these people know that you vibe incredibly high, much higher than them. They don't want to put themselves in that position where they may be embarrassed or they may be exposed as a fake. They'd much rather you stay away and you do what you do on the side, and people will never really find out who you are. But when these people really come around you and they see who you really are, a lot of these people are going to be upset with them. Be upset with them, not you, with them. I'm telling you, people want to hide you, okay? It's like those VC Andrew novels, all right? With these kids hiding in the attic. Get out of the attic. You know what I mean? VC Andrew, flowers in the attic type vibes, okay? Where people want you to hide away. People want you to be hidden. People want you to be concealed. They don't want you to come out, because if you come out, the truth is going to be exposed. It's like those VC Andrew novels for real, okay? It's like you're the secret. It's like you're the hidden secret. Nobody wants the secret to come out, or nobody wants the truth to come out. Whew, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They don't want the secrets to come out. They don't want the truth to come out. You're like a hidden secret. You're like undercover. People want you to stay undercover, under wraps, so that they don't have to explain themselves about what the heck is going on here. What were they saying? All this mess, all this talk is just, it's just nothing. It's nothing. Okay? How do I know all of this? Well, I don't know everything, but a lot of things come from experience here for me, you know? Thank you, Empowered. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, 64 Chevy. Sense it. Right. Thank you, Reality. Yep. Shine bright. Fans will be fans. Absolutely. Don't do the chosen ones wrong. We are supposed to get out of the shadows. People have tried to push us in the shadows and keep us hidden, keep us concealed, like a well-hidden secret. The cat's out of the bag here, right? That's how the saying goes. The cat's out of the bag. Everything's brought to light because you are the light. Now that you are the light, everybody's scared. Everybody's scared. They've not seen such a glow until you pull up on the scene. Everybody's afraid now. Crickets. Nobody says nothing. You're grinding, you're getting everything you want. No, there's no congratulations. There's no good job. Keep it going, keep it pushing. There's none of that. You're on your own. That's how people want you to feel, but you're not on your own. On the mindset elevator, you're never alone. In your own personal lives with God, you're never alone. God is always leading you down your rightful path. And understand that a lot of people are going to try to intercept this path and play God. And I've dealt with these sort of people, try to play God and try to make it seem like they will determine where I end up. They will determine how far I go. I don't deal with these people. I don't mess with these people because these people, they don't know where they're going. So they're trying to stop me because they see where I'm going. They know I know where I'm going. So they're trying to intercept that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Best kept secret. It's like you are really the best kept secret. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken's 11 ingredient seasoning for their chicken. What is the secret? They don't want to reveal it, right? Or has it been revealed? They don't want to say what it is, right? It's like a secret. It's going to be revealed who you are. If not now, very soon. People are going to know, people already have caught wind of who you truly are. And when people realize who you are, one of two things, and when I say one of two things, of course, it's many different things. I'm going to give you two main things that are going to happen when people realize who you are. One, let the games begin. These people are going to start being real vicious with you. Second thing that's going to happen, people are going to act like they don't know you from a can of paint. And of course, there are subcategories of what people will do under these two umbrella reasons, but understand that people are going to either play games with you and totally go crazy, try to do anything they can to destroy you, or they're going to pretend like you're nothing. And that's scary. That's scary. And remember, when I say these things, these are your people that you know, you grew up with, family, friends, work people, neighbors, whoever, not strangers, not people on the streets. Your own people will do this. Right. I do not get wins. I play victory. Speak on it. Oh, they will ignore you. Oh, yeah. What should you do if it's in a workplace? If it's in a workplace, you really have to wonder if it's the place that you really want to be at for much longer, right? Because I've worked at some places that are awesome places, great places at the core. Had nothing wrong with these businesses because I applied at these places and I enjoyed working at these places at the time. One of the places that I worked at was Foot Locker. I'll tell you that. Awesome job, great place, super good place, good vibe, good energy at the time, at first, okay? Foot Locker is a great place to work. Unfortunately, when you get into retail, and once again, retail in a sense, there is this underlying competition here, especially when you're doing retail and you're doing sales. And it's not really a competition, but you're trying to make a sale, okay? You're trying to make some good sales. And one thing I noticed about retail overall, which is the bulk of my work history, is that, first of all, retail is not for me. I'm going to tell you that retail is not for me, though it's what I always sought, right? But I always just didn't like it in the end because there was always this competition where people tried to act like they were in a direct competition with me, but you're not in a competition with me if you feel like there's something you need to improve on. Go talk to the manager about that. Don't try to put me in your problems when it comes to you trying to get the next sale. But that's what I noticed working at these places. And I love Foot Locker. Foot Locker is a very good company, but I did work with them over a decade ago, and I really love the job. But at that location, it wasn't too bad, but there were some things that I noticed that weren't that great in terms of how people were kind of moving. When you're a sales associate, I feel like people are putting there's this competition. Who's going to get the most sales? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? And I feel like overall, you don't go in a workplace trying to one up the next man, trying to one up the next woman. You're trying to elevate. That's the bottom line. You're trying to elevate. They see it like, oh, there's a new guy on the team. We got to beat him. There's a new girl on the team. We got to take her out. And you're thinking and you could feel the energy. You could feel the energy. You could feel like they're trying to compete. They're trying to cause drama, trying to send you on a wild goose chase. When you're new on the team, people are trying to play games with you, try to make you look bad. A lot of people will do the weirdest things, and it's just a job. And it's like, this doesn't make you. This job does not make you. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. You're from Kentucky. You used to work at Foot Locker as well. Mm-hmm. Foot Locker is awesome. Totally not bashing the company. Like the company quite a bit. I have a few kicks from there. You know what I mean? I like Foot Locker. I think they're cool. But overall, it's not just Foot Locker. It's just retail in general. The scope of the work, the scope of being a sales associate. When you're around jealous people seeing you get sales, people seeing you get a lot of people coming to you, asking for you. Where is she? She's not here today. I'm out. He's not there today. I'm not going to buy nothing. I'm going to come back when he's here. People, you have that kind of impact. People want to come back. These other people trying to make a quick sale. They make no impact. They have no connection. They don't give a damn about the customers. They don't give a damn about if that shoe fits. All they care about is what they made. And I'm telling you, that's what sets you apart from a lot of people. People probably ask for you. Where is that girl? Where is that guy? Where is them? They're not here. Oh, I don't see them. They leave. They don't want to deal with nobody else. They want you because you add value. And it's not monetary. It's not monetary. It's more of your energy. They miss your energy, how you made them feel when they came in, how you catered to them when they came in. People remember that stuff, the simple stuff. Okay? Charismatic. Right. Mm-hmm. From Australia. Welcome from Australia. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Trying to copy you. Always. Right. Too much competition. All these people think that you're in competition with them, but you don't give a damn. You do not care. Oh, yeah, they're attracted to that good energy that you bring. It's almost like you cleanse the place. You cleanse the place when you get hired on the team. And you're going to find people trying to totally take you off this team, trying to make you look bad, put you in a situation where you're doing something wrong, play games with your mind, send you on a wild goose chase, doing things that you think you should be doing, but you shouldn't be doing. People will play all types of games. They will not try to lead you down the right path. They will try to mislead you to get you fired, to get you destroyed, to get you in a bad situation. I've dealt with this. And this is why I'm saying this. This is why I speak so strongly, because I've dealt with all of these things. All of them. All of them. Problems with family, problems with friends, and at the workplace too. All of these things, which is why I confidently speak about these things. You know what I mean? Nobody can say, it's like people want to make it seem like you don't go through nothing, but you go through a lot. And you feel like the world is against you sometimes. Why is everybody on me for? I didn't do nothing to these people, right? I didn't do nothing. So why are they so on me? But the reason why they're on you is because you're on one. You bring that energy, you cleanse the space, you brought clarity to a lot of people, and they just don't like that. They've been there for 10 years, you've been there for 1 month, and people already thinking more clearly since you've been on the team. Since you pulled up to the party, everybody's acting different, right? They're acting different since you pulled up on the scene. Everybody's moving different, not saying a word, snickers, side eyes, all these weird energies, all these weird vibes coming out. You see it. You see the vibes. You see what these folks do. And you're wondering, what did I do? I'm here like everybody else is here. I'm not doing nothing special. You're special though. And that's all it takes when you're you and you're special the way you are. You're doing something. You're doing something here. Okay? Quiet. Don't know what to say. They thought they were going to come at you, but they cannot come at you the way that they had it rehearsed. Okay? They had a plan. Their plan backfired. They did not get to you. Instead, they're shrinking in their seats. Shrinking in their seats because they don't know what to say. What do you say to somebody like this? What do you say to somebody who vibes high like that? What do you say? All they do is lurk. All they do is watch. Maybe I'll kind of watch what she does, take a few notes. I'll be like them, but they'll never be like you. These people are bitter because you're better than them. Bitter because you're better than them. In every single way, they thought they were better. They could never match what you do, though. You understand? They could buy the clothes you got, buy the same whip, get the same type of property. They could do all of that. All of that is feasible, but let them try to copy your energy and let's see how successful they are. It's going to flunk right away. Right away, it's going to flunk. They're not going to be successful in matching your energy or having your cadence or your way of doing things because there really is no replicating somebody's energy, really. Let's be honest here. There is no replicating that. And people are starting to realize that even if they look better beside you, they're not better than you. They're not. They do not get the same kind of reception that you do. The light in your eyes, the people feel the light, the energy from you. They don't get that energy. They don't get that same vibe, okay? People hate that people love you out here. They hate that people love. They will try to destroy connections. It's so sickening. I've dealt with all of this, which is why I confidently talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to destroy your connections with other people. Bitter because people like you. Bitter because people want to work with you, right? Totally bitter. Upset. Upset that people want to collaborate with you. Even they will self-sabotage. It's the strangest thing. They will self-sabotage their connection with you. But it's weird though, because they didn't think it through. They didn't think, oh, wow, long term, her and I are done. Long term, there's no future here. There's no friendship here. Long term, they destroyed connections with you and other people, that bridge. You know what I mean? That bridge where you could have helped them. They could have helped you. People are so jealous. They destroyed that bridge. They destroyed themselves. Now they can't come to you in any kind of way and ask for anything from you. That's why a lot of people don't call you no more. They don't text you no more. They don't want to link up with you no more. You remember everything you did for them though. You probably remember every single thing you did for them. And don't think for a second that they don't remember what you did. They remember what you did, but they don't want to It's almost like they have too much pride to come back to planet Earth and admit that you were right, admit that you were the one. Family, friends, workers at the workplace, all of these people will play these games with you. Okay? They want to see you with nobody in your corner, nobody on your side, nobody your cheerleader, in hopes that you are alone, thinking that if you're alone, you will not make it, but not realizing that when you're alone, that's when you go highest, that's when you go higher, that's when you reach your pinnacle, that's when you do your best. Okay? When you don't have the restraints of people on you. Okay? I'm telling you. They cannot match it. They cannot match it. Thank you, Latoya. They hate to love you, absolutely. And I'm going to be on here for 10 more minutes, guys. I love being here. If I could be on here for 3-4 hours, trust me, I would be. I would be. Thank you. Jealous of the connections, bitter about your connections. They can't have a wholesome connection with you, so they want to destroy the wholesome connections you're about to build with these other people in your family, your friend group, or at your workplace. Okay, it could be anybody. All right, anybody. Jealous of somebody wanting to help you, so they want to try to destroy the mind of the other individual who's about to help you, who's about to come into your life and bring forth some good things for your life. They want to say, nah, don't work with her, don't do that. You don't do that for me, how are you going to do that for her? You don't talk to me like that, how are you going to do that for him? People are so jealous, so bitter, so bitter about how people love you, so jealous about how people care about you, so jealous that even though they see the hate that you receive, their people want to come close to you. Their people want to help you. Their people want to be there for you. They want to give you a hug. They want to rock with you. They want to sit with you, take a drink with you, chill with you, collaborate with you. So jealous. So jealous of the connections that you have with other people, that they're willing to self-sabotage. Hey, I don't care if I ruin my connection with her or him. I'm going to make sure that they don't have a connection with her or him, so I feel better about myself. But remember that, euphoria will wear off eventually. That high that they feel from destroying the connections with you and these people will wear off. They're going to be agitated. They're going to be agitated, getting headaches, not feeling good about the situation. You understand? The high felt nice, right? The high felt nice when they destroyed these connections, when they destroyed your plans, when they intercepted your path. It felt good until now, when they're kind of like by themselves and they realize I did too much. Or they know they did too much. They did too much. They did too much. Okay? They did too much. Your family, they probably did too much. Talked too much crap. Spread too many lies. You understand? Spoke ill on your name. Told people don't mess with you. They told people don't talk to you. Don't mess with you. He's not right. She's not right in her mind. Stay away from them. You don't want to talk to them. Told your friends, I don't. Remember, these are your people. It's jarring. It's shocking. These are your people. Narcissistic, villainous individuals wanting to destroy the connections, healthy connections you're about to build with these people out in this community, okay? Right. Listen. Some people don't like the delivery, but they're going to say they don't like the message. Sometimes people don't like the way you say things, but they know you have that real talk and they know that you have that real vibe, but sometimes they just don't like how you come across, how you say it. They know you have the love. They know you have the heart. You understand? A lot of people are very jealous, very bitter about your connections that you have with people who they know love you. They know people want to rock with you. People are like, it's like tug of war. Should I mess with her? Should I not? Because if I mess with her, I might get backlash. If I mess with him, they're all going to hate me. But you don't care about none of that. You keep elevating, you keep rising, you keep going to the top and going everywhere that you want to go. The reason why you do this is because you have love at the forefront here. You have love at the forefront. Narcissists will try to drain your soul, take the life out of you, strip you of everything, and leave you on the side of the road. Of course, I'm speaking figuratively. This is what they envision for you. Stay away from these blood-sucking individuals, these soul-sucking individuals who will stop at nothing. They are relentless in trying to destroy. This is what they do. This is their pastime. This is what they do. You understand? It's a pastime for these individuals. Stay away from these people. They're soulless. They do not want to see you rise. But you want to see you rise. So that's what matters most here. You understand? That's what matters most. If you want to see yourself rise, rise. What do they have to do with it? They're not giving you no help. They're not giving you no ladder. They're not giving you no resources. They're giving you bad vibes. You put these people to the back burner and you rise because that's what you want. They don't want that. You want that. So what matters most here? You got to balance the scale. If you want to go up, you go up. If they don't want you to go up, you go up anyway. That doesn't matter what they don't want. You understand? Just, it's what it is. It's what it is. Divide to conquer, genuine. I'm telling you, I feel that. I feel that. My father is a narcissist. He did not win and he will not win. And don't let the narcs win. The only way that I can deal with narcs is you go no contact. They will not stop. They will not stop. They will keep going. They will try their hand every time like it's poker. The worst type of poker player, they don't know how to play right. You understand? They will try their hand every time and they will lose every time. They run out of chips eventually, okay? They run out of chips eventually. You break the curse. Exactly. They will not stop. They are relentless individuals. They definitely will not stop. They will keep going on and on and on, upset because you're in a happy relationship, upset because you have a happy home, upset because you have abundance, upset because people like you, upset because you're articulate, you're intelligent, you're not a part of the statistics. You understand? You are not a part of what they feel like you should be. You understand? You don't match. You don't match. You know what I mean? It's like you don't match the demographic. You don't match the status quo. You went your own way. They're bitter about it. They're bitter about it. You know what I mean? Upset because you don't look like what you should look like. You don't move how you look. You know what I mean? Superficial world that we live in. It's a superficial world. It's a superficial world, okay? And you bring the light and you continue to bring the light. Everybody's threatened by this, but if people are threatened, let them be threatened. Let them be scared. You're not scared though, because you know exactly where you're going and you know you're doing the right things, right? So why should you be scared? Let them be scared because they're scared of your power. You know your power. You're not scared. You know where you're going. So what's there to be afraid of here, right? Thank you, God. Absolutely. Right. Some don't know the new you. They keep yapping about the old you, right? They keep yapping about how you used to be. That's all they can do because they have no access to the rejuvenated you. That's what it is, you know? You know who got your back? Absolutely. Yup. Let them be intimidated. Right. Love yourself always. Hmm. You see, the thing I love about this community is that you guys echo a lot of things that I think in my mind, a lot of things that I think in my head that I feel like not a lot of people relate to. You guys let it out. And it's like it's just confirmation over and over again. It's confirmation of things that I even think about that I may not even let out. But then you guys bring that confirmation, you bring that real talk. And I really appreciate it here on the Mindset Elevator. It's very enriching for me. Very enriching. It's very humbling. Very humbling. Okay. So here I am at the 2 hour mark, right? It feels like time goes so fast. So they always say time goes fast when you're having fun. And anytime I'm on here on live, I feel like I'm having so much fun when I'm on here, you know? Stay safe. Yup, absolutely. Thank you so much, Reality. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, T. I appreciate that. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll always come back on Fridays at 8:30 p.m. EST. Absolutely. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you. I love the vibes. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. It really warms my heart. Thank you. Yeah, for you, reality, just as it's a release for you, it's a release for me as well. Yep. Thank you, LJ. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. And I got you on that. Let me hear that music. All right. Thank you, April. You're in tears? Oh man. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's very enriching that you guys are here, that you guys have been here all this while, you know. It's very enriching, it's very humbling. I thoroughly appreciate it. And I'm going to give you guys the real all the time. You know, I'm going to continue to give the real because the real is what's on my mind. For real. The real is just what's on my mind, and I've kept a lot of things in my mind. You know what I mean? And I'm ready and I've been willing to let these things out in the ways that I feel most fit. And sometimes it's like, you know, sometimes I kind of say, should I say it? Can I say it? Must I say it? I'm going to say it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't want to hear what you've got to say. I want you guys to let it be known what you want to say on the elevator. You understand? As long as it's uplifting and helpful, I'm all here for it. I love it. It's enriching to me. I need it. I love it. It uplifts me. I care. I like to hear it. I like to hear what you guys are working on, what you guys are doing, what you guys are planning, if you want to share, of course. There's no pressure. What you guys are up to, because it's not about me. I'm just a part of the journey. I'm just a part of it, but you guys are the face of it. You know what I mean? When you're the face of something, that's what it is. You know? Thank you, Twiz. Thank you guys so much. Mm-hmm. I hear you, reality. I hear you. Yep. So this was my live pertaining to the fact that people are bitter because you are better. You're better in every single way. You're better in every single form, every single facet. It has nothing to do with the looks. It has very little to do with the dough. It has more to do with your energy. It has more to do with your spirit. A lot of people are jealous because they cannot shake your spirit. They cannot intercept your path. They cannot play God. They cannot do this. They will only be shown who you really are. They will be shown their rightful place. They cannot play with you. They cannot mess with you. You understand? Understand that God has put you at the forefront now. You are the leader now. People are following you now more than ever before, watching your every single move. People are going to be jealous of your personal relationships. They're going to be jealous of how other people love you. They're going to be jealous that you're elevating at a higher rate. They're going to be jealous of the fact that people hate that you're very intelligent, right? Thank you, Ethan. Hopefully I see you earlier next time, Ethan, right? Jealous of your connections, jealous of your intelligence, how articulate you are, how different you are, the fact that you're outside of the box. People envy that you're outside of the box. Okay, you're outside of, you go against the grain. People are jealous, very threatened, and very bitter about the fact that a lot of people want to work with you. A lot of people realize you're very expansive here. You are not just, you don't have tunnel vision. You're able to branch out and to grow and to be better than you were yesterday. You're not willing, you love life. Once again, you love life, but you realize that you wanted more. People are very bitter about all types of facets in your life pertaining to your life, but understand that God puts you at the forefront now. You're at the forefront. Enjoy this position because it's only up from here. You understand? It's only up from here, right? It's only up from here, guys. It's only up from here. And understand that anything you want to do in life is going to happen. It's going to take place. God is good. God is good. And I'm not the type of person who would pray every day or, be in the Bible every day. I'm the type of person, right? Now, the person that I am thankful for every single thing that I receive. Before, it's like, oh, I get it, I got it, oh, don't care, right? Kind of ungrateful, kind of not really grateful for what I have. That's how I used to be. I used to be that type of person who was not grateful, not really seeing what I had, how blessed I really was. Now, every little thing that I get, I thank God for giving me it. Because at the end of the day, I say, oh man, I could be worse off. I could be worse off. God has blessed us with so many different things, right? Thank you so much, Walanda. Thank you. Oh, yes, I know. My enemies want me depressed, but guess what? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you know what? God does not want us to be depressed. God wants us to vibrate quite high because we have a mission to do. And all of our missions vary in a way, in one way or another. But we're all here to uplift everybody, to uplift ourselves and to be better than we were yesterday, okay? All right. We're not meant to be, we're the ones that vibe so high that people are scared of that. Scared of how you vibe. Okay. Think about the bare bones of that. Scared of how you vibe. Scared that people like your vibe. Like people can vibe with you. People like you. People really get down with you. People feel you. Your smile, your eyes tell it all. Right? You may not have it all, but you are it. That's the bottom line. Like you're it though. Okay? You're it, but you may not have it. You understand? Because social media and everything, it messed everything up. And they made us fight for the chance, but you don't have to fight for the chance. You are at the forefront now. You're the example. Everybody's watching you now. Okay? Don't get scared though. It may feel a little shaky. Don't get scared. This is your rightful position. You're at the forefront. The lights are on you. You know how you go on the stage and the lights just come blaring in your eyes and it's very unnerving and it's very uncomfortable. Like all these lights are on me. Get used to it because that's how it's going to continue to be. Okay? That's how it's going to continue to be. And understand that you're in the rightful position. A lot of people are going to trouble you, but God is always going to lead you out of that mud. God is always going to lead you out of that uncomfortableness. You're always going to prevail. Okay? You are at the forefront. Exactly. Okay? So thank you guys all so much for being here with me tonight. It's always hard to leave. But thank you all so much for being here. To all who have generously donated tonight. I thoroughly appreciate it. For everybody who watched my live tonight, who have been commenting, I love your comments. They're extremely enriching, very humbling, very wholesome for me. I really appreciate it. I love the engagement. It's very nourishing, okay? Very, very nourishing, all right? Thank you, Reality. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Josh. Both Joshes, okay? Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Walanda. Thank you, Retired. Thank you, Anthony. All right. Thank you, Empowered. What's my fave food? Kitty Q. What's my fave food? I love jerk chicken. I love curry chicken. I love lasagna. I love all types of food. Well, both of my sides of my family are from Jamaica, and I love Caribbean food. I love all types of food. I love Greek food. I love Sri Lankan food. Indian food. All types of food. I love Chinese food. I love all types of food. I love all Japanese sushi. I love all of that. All of that. Thank you, Reality. Thank you, Kevin. Yup. Thank you, Shashoy. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of you. Of course, I wish I could. Thank you so much, Retired. I appreciate it. Yeah, curry chicken. I had some chicken soup tonight, so that was fabulous. Yeah, Indian food is amazing. Amazing. Jamaican, yup. So thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I'm going to stay in touch through the community posts. I'm going to stay in touch on Twitter. If you guys want to follow my Twitter, it's at themind11. I'll post it in the community post if you guys want to see it. I'm on Instagram, sometimes on Facebook. You guys can reach out to me there. Keep the positive vibes high. Keep vibrating high, and understand you're at the forefront, and there's nothing for you to be bitter about. Okay, there's nothing for you to be bitter about. They may be bitter, but for you, you're at the forefront, you're happy, you're doing well, and that's what matters most. Okay, guys? Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the live, because I enjoyed it. I'm going to see you guys back on Monday with another video. I really appreciate it. Good things are coming. Great things are happening for all of us here, okay? For all of us here, guys. Thank you. You guys add so much value, and it's invaluable, okay? There's no dollar sign you could put to that. You guys add a lot of value, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate you guys matter. Always know that you guys matter. You guys matter a lot. You guys are the face of it, okay? Thank you guys so much. I'm going to log off. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. All right. Thank you kindly from the bottom of my heart to all of you who have been here. I love you guys so much. And keep doing what you guys do, okay? Don't be bitter. Always be better. Always get better. Be better. Be greater than you were today, than you were yesterday. You're on your way, okay? You're on your way. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye.